Steve, finishes Dartford 3, Eastbourne Borough 1. Give us your assessment of the game.
Performance. I mean, some of the football in the first half was sublime. It was just ridiculous how good we were at times. We've hit the crossbar 3 times, post the crossbar 3 times. The build up to the penalty was some ridiculous football. Totally in control of the game. Should have been out of sight. 2-0 is the worst scoreline in football for me. Half time should have been out of sight. And my words to the boys were, just keep doing what you're doing to the best of your ability. Do not give them a leg up. You give them a leg up, they've got players in the side that can have a real good go. Welkdow and Walker and Greg Lure, they're good players. They're going to cause teams problems. So what did we do? 10 seconds in. Bad ball by Jordan to me, to Connor. Bad pass by Connor. Short back pass, they're in goal. Give them the leg up that we talked about. So that's within 10-15 seconds. So for me, then the game went scrappy. We didn't impose ourselves. Yes, we had chances. Of course, we had his chance and Robert's chance. But they pushed us back and pushed us back and pushed us back without making Wilkes have to make a save. But there was panic within the group, which I ain't seen that yet. So that's the first time I've seen a little bit of panic in the group. And they started to have a right good go. We had a couple of changes we had to make through fatigue, cramp, and things like that, and which obviously changed the front two. Jake's done well to score 2 goals today, and we're lucky that we got another front two that we can bring on in Aziz and Roberts. So, and a well worked goal. It's worked on in training. Clip there, back post, header, goal. Sort of kills the game then at 3-1. But Eastbourne gave a, second half they gave a very, very good account of themselves. And they will cause teams a lot of trouble because they give us trouble today in about 20-25 minute spell when they, my disappointment was giving them the leg up. Should never have had the leg up. Never. So that's where I get a little bit of mixed emotions because we got 3 points. Brilliant. That's all you can get for any win. But the standards we set ourselves, and I set them that high, that you can't play like that in the first half and then play like that in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, let's go back to that first half. It was simply outstanding football that, we've both been here the same amount of time, and I don't think I've ever seen a Dartford side play football just like that in the years that you've been here.
That's what I'm saying. The game should have been over. 2-0. It should have been 3-4, 5-0. Like I said, we've hit the crossbar twice in the post, and we were that dominant. We were that far in front. But if you don't put teams to bed, and you've got good players in the opposition, and they smell a little bit of scent, and we're in this. And they did. They had a right good go. And Eastbourne got for me, their second half performance, proud of what they've done, because they give us a scare, and they got moments in the game where that final ball maybe eluded them just a little bit, but they got into some great areas, and we knew second half we was in a proper game of football. First half Noor was just strolling around like he's in another level, in a good way. I mean that, but when you put under pressure, that's what they did. I felt disappointed in, like I said, the performance second half.
You obviously made the changes from Saturday at Dulwich and brought a fair few in, and first half it obviously didn't affect, but it shows the squad that we've got, that you're able to make those changes. 2
of them were forced. Kieran Merters got a little bit of an injury. I think he'll be okay next week, and Danny Leonard was ill, so there was 2 forced upon me. We started Luke one a day, only was cramping up at the end. Heidi was cramping up. So they're players that haven't played. So imagine if that went on a little bit longer, another couple of weeks more, they wouldn't get through 60, 70, 80, 90 minutes, So we've brought them in, and I didn't want to make too many changes. Centre halves take care of themselves. Josh can play, Connor can play, Tom Bonner can play. They're all equally can do the job. But it's always the one where you want to bring players in because they're part of the squad, but you make too many changes and they become leggy first half, and I think that's why we were so good. But there was some tired limbs out there second half, and like I say, we took George Court's come off injured. supporters come off injured, and we've had Heidi's come off with cramp as well, and then Luke Monadeo has had cramp at the end.
Obviously, it completes a busy weekend with, I think it's fair to say, two tough games against two tough teams and maximum points. I know there's a level of frustration in the 20 minutes in the second half, but how would you assess the last 48 hours?
Listen, I would have took 4 points out of 6 over the holiday period, over this period, definitely. Like I said, not many people's going to go to Dulwich and win, get points from there, in my opinion. As proved today, they won 6-0 today. So they're a more than capable team, that's what I said in the last interview. And you've got to be happy with the points, but I look a bit deeper than that as a manager. I do. You know, everyone's happy, fans are happy, everybody's happy. But as a manager, you can't just think, yeah, that's good enough. But listen, you can only ever get 3 points for a win. We've took 6 over the two games, and we could do no more than what we're doing. Another 3 goals. That's the positives. And I'd say the 2 goals that we've conceded in the 4 games, only 2 goals conceded. How many scored? 11, 12?
Yep.
They've been both mistakes, so no one's sort of carved us open. So that's a mistake. O'Connor there today, and the other one at St Albans was through the goalkeeper's leg. So from that point of view, yeah, and we're scoring 3, which was good. But as you can hear in me, I'm disappointed with the showing in the second half.
Steve, well done today.
Cheers.